About 2 years ago, some partners and I started up the company we call Monarch Green. We have a very unique proprietary compound. It's an oil absorbent in powder form. It's non-toxic, it's green, it's made from repurposed materials from other industries from around the world, and it's extremely efficient. It's the most use and disposal cost efficient way to rid the environment of oils and other bad toxins. So the powder is our main compound, and within the self-contained products we make, which are our mats, booms, and pillows and so forth, they also act the same as the powder does. The fabric is the same material in terms of oil-loving and water-repelling. And it's a very unique way and efficient way and ultimately cost-effective way to absorb oils and other hydrocarbons from the environment. The environmental spill cleanup and response industry really it's gotten a lot more notice, obviously, in the past, pretty much 20 years since the Valdez spill back in Alaska in 1989, I think it was. So it's gotten a lot more notice. The EPA has gotten more involved. So has all the state fish and games and wildlife and so forth. So there's a lot of different ways to pick up oil, and so it became somewhat commoditized until our product came in. We had a very unique way of doing it and cost effectively. So that's why we got involved. So typically you're going to have anywhere from, let's say I've seen feathers and hair, all the way up to a polyurethane powder like ours, or your boom, mat, and pillow product, which is basically a cheaper polypropylene type product that doesn't work nearly as well as ours does. And then of course there's the traditional cat litter or clay that we're also familiar with, and ours actually does a lot more of an efficient job. It would work great, obviously, any kind of an oil spill that you see on TV or any kind of other spill, pretty much for if it's going to be a brake fluid, antifreeze, power steering, any kind of hydrocarbon or oil, petroleum. But the main market is oil. So you're going to see it in large bodies of water like the oceans and also inland waterways. So what we had to do is get approval by the US EPA and the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, which took forever, but they deemed our products safe for use in the environment. So you're going to have use on land application, but also in water. They're happening all the time. They're always around the world. I mean, as we speak, there's all kinds of spills. There's just an $8 billion judgment in Nigeria, for example, and all their areas of water out there that they're finally starting to come down and be green all across the world. So there's always the spills. There's always a need for it, whether it's in the ocean, whether it's on a factory floor, whether it's in a production plant. It could be anywhere. So there's always a need for them. I have a phenomenal team. I work with my father, actually, Tom Rossi Sr., my partner Dan Fitzgerald, and my other partner Steve Cox. And the four of us founded the company, and we have a lot of good support staff as well. But the four of us are the ones that really got in there and kept it going. We all have our individual roles, but we each complement each other. I know it sounds cliche, but we honestly each complement each other quite well, where one weakness will make up for one strength and vice versa and so forth. And it wouldn't work if it weren't for the four of us being that different in the first place.